Welcome to Guys Telling Stories. I'm your host, Rich Douglas, and we have a great episode for you today. We are talking a little travel hacking, specifically how to get the Southwest Companion Pass. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with travel hacking or using points and rewards for booking travel, the Southwest Companion Pass is essentially a travel benefit that you can earn that allows you to choose one person to fly with you for free every time you fly on Southwest Airlines. And that means every single time you purchase a flight or you redeem points for a flight, you and that chosen companion fly for free except for some taxes and fees, which are typically no more than like $6 each way. Now, this is the part that most people don't believe is true, but this benefit actually lasts for the remainder of the year in which you earn it. And additionally, it lasts for the entire next calendar year as well. So for almost 2 full years, you and your companion essentially can fly for free every single time you're on Southwest. Now, let me be clear. You can buy a ticket using money. Your companion can fly free, except for those taxes and fees. You can split the cost with that person. They pay half, you pay half, and then that companion can fly for free. And the best part is, this is the part we're going to be focusing on today, is if you redeem Southwest Rapid Rewards miles, your flight can be free, and then because you have the companion pass, your companion can fly for free too. So essentially, you're both flying for free when you book your flight with points. Now, I just want to clarify, some people are a little confused. Rapid Rewards points are simply a currency, a loyalty point, something that Southwest gives you. And what we're going to do to earn the companion pass is to earn 125,000 qualifying Southwest Rewards points in a calendar year. Now, for those of you that are familiar with the companion pass, in years previous, it's been a little bit easier to get it. In fact, I think just a couple of years ago, it was a few thousand points less than that. But for the sake of this discussion today, we are talking about earning the Southwest Companion Pass by getting 125,000 Southwest Rapid Rewards points. Now, thinking of them like a currency on themselves, how can you earn them? How can you use them towards flights? Well, what we're going to talk about today are the 5 fastest and, in my opinion, most straightforward, easiest ways. We're going to start with a list, and then as things become a little bit more obvious, we'll point them out, and then progress to things that might be a little bit more advanced or obscure. And before we get started, if you're new to the show, we'd love it if you'd hit subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a comment down below about something you found valuable. So let's dive right in. The 5 easiest ways to earn the Southwest Companion Pass are going to be through a Rapid Rewards credit card, Rapid Rewards dining, Rapid Rewards shopping, Rapid Rewards travel, and then some Rapid Rewards specialty shopping. If we can talk about the Rapid Rewards credit cards right off the bat, all you really need to do is get 2 cards, 1 small business credit card, and 1 personal credit card, and you essentially are going to earn this companion pass. So after you sign up for one and then sign up for the other, you and your companion are flying free for the next 2 years. Now, how do you earn points through credit cards? Let me explain. If you sign up for a credit card on Southwest, typically they're going to give you anywhere between 2 and 3 points every time you make a purchase on Southwest, or whether you're booking a hotel or a car rental through one of their partners. Additionally, you're going to earn 1 point for every dollar that you spend. The ways that you can get the cards are simple. You're going to sign up with a credit card through Chase. Now, of course, I need to say this. You got to pay off your credit cards every single month to make sure that this is valuable. What I'm going to do is jump right in, though, and tell you what card to get. There's 2 small business credit cards. The one that I'm going to suggest is the Performance Business Credit Card. The reason for that is it is going to give you the highest sign-up bonus, and you're going to need that sign-up bonus to get the Companion Pass. Likewise, it gives you a few benefits along the way as well. Talking about the Southwest Performance Business Card, that sign-on bonus after you get the card and meet the minimum spending requirement is 70,000 points. So if you need 125,000 to get the Companion Pass, you just got 70,000 right there. On top of that, you do have to meet the minimum spending requirement to get those points, which is $5,000 in the first 3 months. So on average, what is that? $1,700 every single month? If you put things like your everyday spend, bills, gas, internet, groceries for a few months in a row, you should be able to hit it. Also, don't forget that timing is everything. Right now, as of this recording, it is December. as we just registered and as we just applied for and got these new cards, we are now looking to meet that minimum spending requirement. So a lot of people have things like taxes or car insurance or other things that they may be able to put on a credit card. Your mileage may vary, no pun intended, but if you can put some of those larger spending amounts on there, so those annual things, it might help you. Now, these cards do come with a few other perks. For example, this Performance Southwest Business Card is going to give you 4 upgraded bookings per year. That means if you're not familiar with Southwest, they kind of let you onto the plane and it's open seating. Well, you get to be the first 15 people on the plane 4 times. Also, you get free Wi-Fi on the plane. I really like that, even though there is, and here comes like a little bit of the squeeze for some people, a $199 annual fee. Now, that's not waived, so you're going to pay that in the first year in order to get all of these points that we're talking about. Now, right away, I want to point something out that some of you might be thinking. How do you apply for a small business credit card? Most people, if they have a credit card, they signed up in a store, it's a personal credit card, they signed up online, maybe somebody referred them. A small business credit card is for people who legitimately have some sort of side hustle that qualifies. I want to give a shout out right now to Lisa and Dave over at Basic Travel Couple. They have written a step-by-step guide for completing a small business credit card application. And then in addition to that, they have another article on a list of side hustles that qualify for a small business credit card. So for example, if you are a photographer, a DJ, Uber, Lyft driver, a baker, maybe you sell stuff at a farmer's market, you dog walk, babysit, tutor, personal trainer, fitness instructor. Anything that you do to earn a little bit of money on the side can count as your small business. And all you want to do before you apply, and I would recommend getting the business card before the personal card, is follow their step-by-step guide. We just did it. Card came in the mail on Saturday. I think my mother-in-law, hers came the next day. Get the business card first because you got to meet that minimum spending requirement. And it is higher than on the personal cards. We're going to talk about the difference in a little bit. Also, think about this. You're trying to tackle a process that you may be a little unfamiliar with. So let's get the hard part out of the way first, and then you'll have the points you need to earn the companion pass. Another quick tip. If you're listening to this, maybe a second, third time to make sure you're doing everything properly, there is a number you can call that I'll put in the show notes to see if your credit card application for the small business credit card was approved, denied. We hated not knowing, so when we found this number, we called. It said the card would be in the mail in about 7 to 10 business days. All in all, I think it took us 11 days for the business card to finally show up. And once we knew it was coming, we just got excited. And honestly, one more thing is, this just came to mind. We are going to be talking about getting multiple cards to earn this companion pass. So if you are applying for a business card or for a personal card after, you're supposed to wait about 30 days before getting that second card. So make sure you do that. Okay, next up, you do need to get 2 cards. We talked about a small business one. Hopefully that came in the mail. You met the minimum spend, and now you have approximately 75,000 points, the sign-up bonus and the minimum spend. It's next time to move on to the personal credit card. Southwest offers 3 different personal credit cards. The one that I'm going to recommend getting is the Priority Credit Card. Now, this is their newest card, but it literally gets you every single perk imaginable on Southwest. I'll give you a couple for examples. The sign-on bonus for a new account is 40,000 points, and you only need to spend $1,000 to get that. Now, that may sound like a lot of money, but if you spread that out over 3 months, we're talking about maybe $34 per month. That card is not going to be as valuable to use for purchases compared to the business card. It's going to give you the same 1 point per dollar spent and then only 2 points per dollar spent on Southwest, hotels, flights, travel partners, etc. But what's really cool about this one is it gives you a $75 annual Southwest travel credit. Now, what that means is anytime you actually have to pay for a flight, you're going to have a ton of points to use. So I get it. You're going to be using a ton of points. But anytime you actually have to pay for a flight, it's going to reimburse you $75. So even though this has an annual fee, which is $149, really, after the $75 annual fee, you're really only looking at maybe $75, doing some mental math here. Now, again, that minimum requirement of $1,000 has to be met to get those 40,000 bonus points. So once you do that, you're looking at an additional 41,000 points. Add that to the 75,000 you got from the first card, and let me do a little math here. Probably should have had this set already. 75,000 bunch of you are yelling at me right now because you already did the math in your head. We're at 116,000 points. Now, typically, in order to get these two cards that we're talking about, you are going to need a credit score of about 700, 720, right around there. So it is recommended that maybe you check your credit ahead of time. There's a number of ways to do that. Just Google how to check my credit score. I can even put a link in the show notes if that'd be helpful for you. There's one or two other stipulations that we'll get into towards the end. The 524 through Chase is something you're going to want to check, but don't let that stand in your way if you know you're good. Getting these first two cards is going to be pivotal in earning the rest of the points. So quick summary, we're talking about getting the companion pass, getting two credit cards. The credit card that you're going to want to do first is the business card, the performance business card. That's going to get you 75,000 points. And the next card, the priority personal card, is going to get you an additional 41,000 points. You're going to spend about $6,000 in order to get these points. And unfortunately, you're still about 9,000 points short to earn the companion pass. Now, there is a little advanced tip I want to tell you about getting the personal card, so stay tuned until the end of the episode, and we'll mention that. There's a way to get an extra 10,000 points when applying for that one. But let's move on to some of the more, I guess I would call it less obvious strategies. These are also less fruitful, by the way, but you got to come up with those 9,000 points somehow. So the second suggestion would be the Rapid Rewards Dining. There is a program out there that you sign up for online. It's free to sign up. It's rapidrewardsdining.com. And if you go to any participating location and register your credit card or debit card ahead of time, they're going to give you 3 points for every $1 spent at that restaurant. Now, for example, if you go to a brewery down the street, well, the one down the corner from us participates, food counts, tip counts, tax counts. You're only earning 3 points for every $1 that you spend, but that's not bad. Remember, you need to earn an additional 1,000 points, so Rapid Rewards Dining might be a way to do that. My suggestion would be to go out there, find a place that you would like to eat at, bring your Southwest credit card with you, and you're going to earn 3 points through the Dining Rewards program, and then an additional 1 point because you spent it on your credit card. Now, one word of warning, they're going to start to send you things like, hey, do this review. Hey, when you first sign up, we'll give you bonus points for the review. Anything labeled bonus points through Rapid Rewards Dining won't count towards the companion pass. It's a very thin line that not many people think about, but it's going to count as points you can use towards flights, but it's not considered qualifying Rapid Rewards Dining points. Okay, so quick summary. Let's say you needed to earn 1,000 points from Dining Rewards. You sign up online, you register that Southwest credit card. Let's say you spent like $250 at your favorite place. You bought a gift card there because you know you're going to go back again and again and again. You're going to earn about 1,000 points, just about. Okay, you spend $250, you get about 1,000 points. Okay, number 3, Rapid Rewards Shopping. This is, again, a less obvious strategy, but if you're not familiar with shopping portals, these are essentially websites you go to before you shop somewhere online. Let's say you're going to Walmart.com, Target.com, BestBuy.com. Instead of just going right there, you're going to go to rapidrewardshopping.southwest.com. And on average, you can earn anywhere from 1 to 5 points per $1 spent if you just go to Rapid Rewards Shopping first. They have, I think, close to 900 stores on there. And all you have to do is find your store and click Shop Now, and then it takes you to the website where you were going to normally shop anyway. And you just check out like you normally would. You're going to get an email from Rapid Rewards Shopping saying, hey, you just earned extra Rapid Rewards points because you clicked on our little link and went through our portal first. Now, again, similar to the Rapid Rewards Dining, be careful because there are certain seasonal bonuses or holiday bonuses that don't always count. I'll give you, for example, they said spend something like $150 at Home Depot and you can earn 500 bonus points. And we got the bonus points and we were able to use them towards Southwest flights, but those did not count towards the companion pass because they were considered quote unquote bonus points. So again, anything labeled bonus points doesn't count. But we did get the 150 points. And that's because Home Depot only earns 1 point through that shopping portal. Again, it's kind of a lower earning store compared to some of the other ones. The big names tend to be lower earning, in my opinion. Walmart.com, Apple, Dick's Sporting Goods, they all earn 1 point per $1 spent. Some of the higher earning stores that you might be familiar with, things like Verizon Wireless, Sprint, 1-800-Flowers, those can all earn anywhere between 7 and 20 points per dollar spent. So here's my suggestion. Go on to rapidrewardshopping.southwest.com and select the stores button. And when you're looking at all the stores, there'll be an alphabetical order. Instead, switch over to the search by earn rate. If you see anything that you are already buying or already planning to buy, like razors or sunglasses, supplies from Home Depot for us, then all you need to do is click Shop Now, check out like you normally would, and you're going to earn those additional points. And I should have said this before with the Rapid Rewards Dining, but these points post like rather fast. All the websites say like, oh, give us, 7 to 10 business days, or it can take 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm noticing they're posting to the Southwest site probably within 10 days. So just be careful if you're listening to this, in December, or you're listening to this, it's not the first of the year yet. You do have to earn those 125 Rapid Rewards points in the same calendar year you're intending to get the companion pass. So it's a good idea to wait till after January 1st. Better safe than sorry. So if you're going to get these cards or start earning those points, make sure that you're maybe doing it after January 1st. So quick summary with the Rapid Rewards shopping. You can earn a few hundred points after spending like $100 on online shopping. You can repeat that as many times as you want. Again, my tip would be like set a realistic earnings goal though. If you're looking to get 1,000 points from shopping, you got to spend like $200 or $300. So take advantage of what's offered, but don't go overboard trying to earn extra points buying things that you don't really need. Okay, now we get into some very lucrative ways of earning points, but some of these strategies might seem counterproductive. Maybe they're not fairly straightforward. So I guess take notes if it sounds a little confusing. The next thing we're going to talk about is Rapid Rewards travel. Okay, there is a way to book travel, things like flights, hotels, rental cars, even vacations or experiences like excursions through the Southwest website. And on average, you can earn like anywhere from 1,000 points to like 10,000 points. And you only need 9,000 after you get the 2 credit cards. So you're in 10,000 points, you're gold. Everything's fine. So here's how it works. When you go to the Southwest website, like you would be for booking a flight, we'll talk about flights first. You earn when you fly and buy. Now that means when you buy a ticket, you're going to get points on your credit card for purchasing the ticket, but then you're going to earn points when you finally take that flight. Now this might sound a little counterproductive in a way. You're going to be getting hundreds of thousands of Southwest points through all these strategies, and now you're going to go buy a flight. But we actually just did this. We just booked a flight early part of the new year. I think we're leaving in like February or something. And we'll have the companion pass by then, but we wanted to make sure we were on that flight. So it's a little bit risky, but we paid for one flight. We used the Southwest credit card. We used the business card. We got 3 points on the credit card. And let's say we spent $500. That's 1,500 points. And then that same $500, because we're flying a Southwest flight, we get an additional 3 points. So Southwest will give you points for flying. And it's actually 6, I misspoke. It's 6 points per dollar spent for want to get away fares. And if you book a business flight or something else, it'll be even higher. So if you have a flight and you know you want to book it in advance, you can go ahead and do that, and then you can earn points on those flights. Now here's that tip that I mentioned earlier. If you are looking to book a flight in the early part of the new year, this is like a very advanced tip. They do offer an exclusive in-flight credit card offer when you open up a priority personal credit card on board a flight. So you're literally flying in the air and you sign up for the credit card. Now, if you do this at home, you do it on your phone, and you are not in the airplane, they're going to give you 40,000 points as a new point sign-up bonus. But if you do it on the plane, they're going to give you an additional 10,000 points for a total of 50,000 points. Now, most of this conversation, we're talking about making up an additional 9,000 points. Remember, if you just do the normal 2 credit card offers that are available right now, you're about 9,000 points short. So when we are flying very soon, we're going to already have the business card. We're going to wait like 30 days because that's what you're supposed to do. And then we're going to sign up for this personal card, but we're going to do it on our flight. And currently, the offer is 50,000 points when you sign up for the priority personal credit card. The minimum spending requirement is a little bit more. It's about $2,000 in the first 3 months, but that's no big deal. It's well worth it to us, and we were going to get the card anyway. Now, you don't necessarily have to fly Southwest. There are some airport kiosks where you can sign up for these cards. So if you're taking a flight anywhere, I'll put a link in the show notes to, I think there's about 10 different airport kiosks you could use to sign up for this card at the airport. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about some of the other ways where you can earn points through Rapid Rewards Travel. If you are looking to take a trip and you need to book a hotel or a rental car, you can actually earn points. They advertise anywhere between a set amount of points, like book a rental car and we'll give you 1,000 points, or book a rental car and we'll give you 2,400 points, to book a hotel on us, and every night you stay, we'll give you anywhere from 1,500 to 6,000 points. They even advertise, book a hotel with us, and every night you stay, we'll give you 10,000 points. I didn't see that anywhere, but hey, maybe you will. Again, these are not listed as bonus points, so they're going to count towards the Companion Pass. My suggestion is, if you're thinking about getting the Companion Pass and you're signing up for one of the business cards, for example, check out the vacations and work backwards. If you want to go somewhere in February, March, maybe you book one of these vacations, and you pay for the airfare, you pay for the vacation, and then they give you something like 10,000 bonus points. Sure, you might have to spend sounds like a crazy amount, like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a vacation. But a friend of mine is getting married. This could be their honeymoon. They pay for their honeymoon and then get the Companion Pass and can fly all over for the next 2 years. So all in all, my suggestion would be, if you're looking to take a trip in January, February, or March, you could earn all the points you need by doing something like booking a vacation, a hotel, or a rental car. And our last tip for earning the Southwest Companion Pass would be the Rapid Rewards Specialty Shopping. This is definitely an advanced way of earning the points that you need. And I'm going to point out 2 methods. There are some more, but we're going to leave those out on purpose. There's a few shopping offers, not through the Rapid Rewards shopping portal, but just simply shopping offers, where if you click through the Southwest website and use their coupon code, let's say, for 1-800-Flowers and Harry and David, then they'll give you 1,000 points if you spend $29.99. Now, what that means is, when I went to their websites, these are gift delivery services. We're talking flowers, chocolates, cookies, fruit baskets. I'm thinking items you'd give to somebody that you care about around the holidays, like anniversaries, birthdays, Valentine's Day. Now, both these sites, though, the cheapest thing I could find that was like $29.99 is, it's not all that great, but it's something. And, if you show up, if it shows up and arrives at someone's office with a nice card, you look like a rock star. But again, they're going to tack on something like an extra $20 in delivery fees and taxes. So what I estimated is you're going to spend around $50. You can use your Southwest credit card, of course, to get 1 point on that. So 50 points, who cares? It's not going to get you to 9,000, but you're going to get an additional 1,000 on top of that. Now, both of these websites are available through Rapid Rewards Shopping. So technically speaking, if you click through the shopping portal and then use the specialty shopping code, you should be able to earn the shopping rewards, the credit card points rewards, and then these specialty shopping points. So spending $50 could get you, right around 1,200, 1,300 points. And this is repeatable. So I'm not saying go out and buy, $350 worth of gifts. But if you did, you would earn about 9,000 points. Okay. And then that would get you what you need, and you don't have to go buy anything else. And I'm going to slow that down and say that one more time. A lot of these ways where, spend $300, you get 1,000 points, dining, spend $1,000, spend like $200-300, you get $1,000 shopping. If you are willing to try this method, you can send somebody flowers, and when they're delivered, you'll get an additional 1,000 points. You can send somebody some chocolates, hit up everybody you love, grandma, your great aunt, around the holidays, and maybe February, for example, February 14th, and see if you get those points added on. They say it takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks for the points to post, but again, in my experience, all these shopping sites tend to post the points very quickly. So you just want to make sure you don't actually click on any deals that exclude it. So be careful of that, but otherwise it should work. And one other recommendation is compare that to the vacation I mentioned. I mean, if you're willing to go spend $6,000 on a vacation and flights just to get this Companion Pass, why don't you spend $50 and deliver some flowers like the first week in January and just see if it works. And if it does, rinse and repeat. And there you go. You got your points. So quick review. We talked about getting a Southwest Companion Pass today in 5 ways to earn the 125 qualifying Rapid Rewards points. We talked about getting a Rapid Rewards credit card, both a small business credit card and a personal credit card. We talked about the Rapid Rewards dining, Rapid Rewards shopping, Rapid Rewards travel, and Rapid Rewards specialty shopping. I wanted to move on to maybe the cons of the Southwest Companion Pass. If you listen this far, you might go like, well, this guy just loves Southwest. Maybe he's getting paid. We're not getting paid to say any of this. We really have traveled everywhere from, I'm looking at a map over here. We've traveled to San Diego, Denver, Las Vegas, Austin, Seattle, Aruba. Our friends went to Aruba twice. Nashville. It's buy one, get one free flights, essentially. And in a lot of ways, you're not even buying the first one because you have all these points to use. But the Southwest Companion Pass may not be for you for a couple of reasons. Let me get into those. You can't earn these companion passes that we're talking about. You can't earn it if you don't use the credit card strategy. It is nearly impossible to spend $125,000 to earn these, and you wouldn't even get any points unless you had the credit card in the first place. So the other way to do it would be something like take 100 one-way flights. And again, the amount of money that would cost, the amount of time that would take, it just doesn't seem like a valuable payoff if that's the route that you're going to go. Now, I mentioned something called 5 and 24 earlier. Just wanted to briefly explain that. Chase limits you to opening new cards to 5 new cards in the past 24 months. And that's something that you can check on your credit report. And again, include a link in the show notes how to do that. But if you're below that 5 and 24, then you're going to have probably no problem filling out an application and hopefully getting approved for both cards that you need. But you won't be able to earn this if you have opened up 5 new cards in the past 24 months. So with that being said, do a little research on 5 and 24 if you know you've been pretty active in the credit card game. The other thing I'll say, and I mentioned it before, if you're bad with credit cards, this isn't for you. If you carry a balance even 1 month or 2 months, then the interest payments aren't worth the benefit of flying around for free. You're going to be paying tons of money just to, quote unquote, fly for free, and then it's not for free anymore. So if you don't pay off your credit cards every month, this isn't going to be for you. The other thing, and I'm sorry to our international listeners, people overseas, Canada, we love you, and I know who you are, some of you, but the credit card offers vary outside the United States. So you might go listening to this going, this sounds great. How to sign me up? Nah, it's not going to work for you, unfortunately. And the other thing I was surprised to think about, but it actually makes a lot of sense, is if you live in a major city with tons of other travel options, for example, New York City, you have multiple airports, tons of options for direct flights, then do you really want to have to always connect through something like Chicago or Baltimore or Texas or Florida just to go somewhere that you could just hop on a plane and be there in an hour? The answer is probably no for a lot of people, and I've seen that in the travel community. But I got to tell you, the secondary markets, this is a great thing. I mean, I'll give you, for example, we're here in Buffalo, New York, and we have nonstop flights to Las Vegas, Nashville, Denver. I was trying to check to see if a bigger city like Boston had the exact same nonstop flights, and they don't. So I get it. If you're in a major city instead of a secondary market, then this may not be for you. Along those same lines, though, Nashville, mentioned San Diego, they have nonstop flights almost everywhere. It really just depends on where you live and where you want to go. And the last but not least, of course, is if you're just too busy or contrarian in general, it's okay not to like Southwest boarding procedure. Maybe you don't like, maybe you don't need that they let you check 2 free bags. Maybe you hate not having a seat assignment. You got kids. You're like, what if we don't sit together? I get that. But all in all, what I'm trying to also say is that thousands of dollars in free travel far outweighs, in my opinion, seat preference or baggage. With some of the credit card perks that we talked about, you should be able to upgrade some of your bookings and maybe make sure that everybody's together. If you like to sit in the front, there's ways to tackle that too. So if you disagree with me on some of these reasons, or maybe you agree with me on some of these reasons, you can see how the Southwest Companion Pass may not be for you. Okay, guys, final thoughts. First off, if you've got value out of this episode, this is really a pivot for us. I say us, but I'm looking to tackle kind of what's going on in our life right now with this show. And I thought it'd be very interesting to share these tips. Along those same lines, let me know in the comment section if you found this valuable, if you have any questions that I could answer, direct you to some other resources. All in all, you got to get both credit cards, and that's the key to all of it. And you also have to meet that minimum spending requirement in those first 3 months. So let me be clear about that. If you think you can do it, you don't have to sign up for both cards at the same time, nor should you. You know, get the business credit card, start spending on it, start paying that off, wait at least 30 days, wait 60, wait 90 days. You can earn the Companion Pass, let's say, after 6 months. You know, let's say you have 18 months of flying around for free with a companion compared to what? 24 or 0. Sure, 24 would be better, but 18 is way better than 0. Also, a couple things that I didn't mention. There are some referral links that might help you earn points as well. So let's say you get this card, you start telling family and friends about it. If they sign up for that same card using your referral link, then you're helping them, get free travel, and you're going to get a couple thousand points. I think right now it's something like 10,000 points if they sign up using your link. So keeping that in mind, if you found this episode valuable, I'll include our links in the show notes as well, and you can sign up for these credit cards. You're going to get the same bonus that we talked about, and we'll get a couple of points back in our account. It's kind of like a win-win for everybody, and of course, really appreciate the support. What else am I forgetting? Oh, you know what? I'll post a picture of this on Instagram. I just mentioned that world travel map. We have it hanging in our house, and my wife gave it to me as a present. And it is this awesome kind of personalized push pin map. And you can put little gold pins and label where you've gone on all your adventures. And if you want to, you can use another color to push and label all the places you want to go together. And I just feel like once we got this, and it became a talking piece when people came over, and travel just basically became contagious. So I'll share a picture of that with you. Check us out on Instagram at Guys Telling Stories. And also hopefully it becomes contagious for your family and friends as well, and they like to travel with you. All right, guys, thank you so much. That was how to get the Southwest Companion Pass. Very excited about sharing this episode with you. And if you found it valuable, consider subscribing or sharing this with a friend if you haven't already. And leave us some feedback in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer some of those as well. All right, as always, I'm Rich Douglas. Until next time.